and basically we're on our adventure, and so we're gonna be stopping to get something to drink, and then we're gonna head over to the cemetery, and then, well, actually before we're gonna get a flower, sorry, I got that wrong, and then we're gonna head to the cemetery, so we'll keep you updated and let you know how it's going. So if you guys have rain or snow wherever you are, like, oh my gosh, be thankful, and I am jealous because it's hot as heck over here in California, and it doesn't feel like the holidays yet because it is so hot, like definitely hot. So I'm totally jealous if you have snow or rain. If you do, please let me know, comment below, because oh my gosh, we're jealous and we want some. So
very much so.
Yes, so we'll keep you guys updated. We're still walking, but I just had to comment on the weather because it's Southern California and it's hot. Hey guys, so we're now passing the cemetery right there. And so we're headed to the flower shop, but this is the cemetery. Queen of Heaven, and we're gonna go visit her grandpa. We used to call him Pop. This is the one we always go to, and where we get our flowers and everything whenever we go visit Pops or visit the cemetery. And we're coming up to it right now, and we'll be picking out a rose for Pops.
That describes my mood, so I'm gonna get yellow because yellow is kind of a happy color, and either pink or red for love because I really miss him today. That's all.
So we're now out of the flower shop, and this is what it looks like. We asked for, what is it, Ericka, ground ready?
Yes, you have to ask for grounds, and they'll go ahead and get it ready for you because when you get a regular bouquet, they wrap it in the whole fancy package.
Yeah, so basically this is the bouquet of flowers, and we're gonna head to the cemetery right now. Front. Pops, we're coming to see you now. This is where Ericka's grandpa is. It's the Queen of Heaven Cemetery and Mortuary. Here we are. It's actually quite the most beautiful and stunning cemetery I have ever seen. And it's kind of crazy because the house that I showed you that I grew up in, like my backyard, like where my finger is, it's literally like right there. It was connected to the cemetery, but honestly, look how beautiful and gorgeous and green this is. Like, it's a very, very beautiful cemetery. Very beautiful. So, hey, as you know, we're actually in the cemetery already. You know, it's behind us, very, very beautiful scenery. And so we're still walking towards Pop's grave, but we're almost there. But it's just nice. It's super hot outside, super hot, but it's beautiful. It's totally worth it. Like I said, it's hot outside, but it's worth it to just clear your mind, get that fresh air, even though it's hot, and just to, as creepy as it sounds, being in a cemetery is actually very, very peaceful and very calming and soothing, especially if you're there to visit someone that you love. So you know, it's actually something very positive, so it's not so sad when you come, and it just lets you reminisce and just talk to that person, even though you know they're in heaven and their body's just there in the ground, but it gives you some kind of comfort. So we're here, we're almost to his gravesite, and you know, just this is something that you guys can do. You know, Ericka and I do this whenever I can get here as many times as I can, but she does it every Sunday. She comes and visits her grandpa and she puts a flower for him. So this is something that we do. It's tradition, you know. So, you know, like I said, we have our little days where we snack on junk food. So one of our little traditions as best friends is we all get a Pepsi, and that's like our little treat or whatever, because she's so funny, she has it out, you know, because normally we don't drink soda all the time, and so that's kind of like our little treat, and so that makes us feel better. You know, previously, before I came here, I told you guys, you know, we do things to make us feel better, so, you know, we're here doing this, and then earlier I was telling you guys about how you know, my puppy's with me and things like that. So basically, this is just something you can do, you know, be thankful that you have, if you're this type of person and you have a gravesite to go to, take advantage of it and use it to help you, because I myself, all of my family is in Durango, Colorado. They're buried there, my family's there, so my grandma and everything is over there. Everyone that passed that I spoke to about, they're cremated. So my dad, my grandpa, my grandma, I don't have a gravesite that I can go to. So coming from my heart, if you have your family's buried somewhere where you're close, you can go and you can visit them, by all means do it, because sometimes for myself, not having somewhere to go, it's hard, and it really does make a difference sometimes. So if you have a place to go there. Use it as comfort, use it as whatever it is that you need, because I would give anything if I have somewhere to go. Well, I mean, I do, but it's all the way in Durango, Colorado, and I'm here in California, so it's not like I can just walk up and go to Durango, Colorado every day, even though it's the most beautiful place and I would totally love to live there one day. But for now, I'm in California, so basically we're still headed up, and just these are some of the things that I'd like to share with you guys, and advice, and growing and just trying to get through things, and to help you.
I will meet you guys at the spot where my grandpa is buried. It is a kind of soothing for me when I come here. Today was one of those days I woke up and I really, really missed him a lot. But besides missing him, it's been rough with dealing with my other grief with our other losses, the father of my kids, Tiki's grandpa. So to come here to my grandpa's grave is kind of comforting. I get to sit here and just kind of have a thinking space, and like Tiki said already, the body is laid at rest there. We know the spirit is in heaven, but it's just kind of nice to know like he lies here, like, or some part of him is here.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna use this time to think and clear my head and pray, and
Definitely.
we will see you when we get there.
Here we are. We finally made it to Pop's grave. Ericka is leading the way. She knows exactly where he is, laid to rest. And I must say, while we're walking up to it, a lot of people have really gorgeous, like, look at this, I'm just gonna do a side view. A lot of people have very beautiful decorations, and I noticed that's something at this cemetery. I've been coming here since I was a little girl, that this is one cemetery I know that people definitely go all out for the holidays when it comes to decorations. But here we are. We're coming up to Pop's. This is it.
I have this thing about keeping the grass trim since my pop was an excellent gardener. So
Yes, he was.
every time I come, I make sure that it's nice and trimmed around his little flower pot here.
And this is where his flowers go.
We're gonna get the water.
And so Ericka's just gonna get the water and clean it up, and she's gonna put the water.
Okay.
So
I have to trim it a bit, so you see me hassling, trying to break the stem at the bottom a bit, because the florist always gives them to you kind of long. So bear with me, guys.
she's strong.
Kind of.
Yeah. This is just something that's, I guess, Ericka, you can describe it more because you do this all the time. You have a place to go. What is this for you when you get to change the flowers, put the flowers in? What is it for you?
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, I guess it's kind of recreational. It makes me feel like I'm still getting to do something for him since I was his caregiver, which I didn't get to really speak about in our past videos. Before going through the passing of my children's father, I was my grandfather's caregiver for almost 2 years, just about. That was something in itself. That was hard. So to have him pass and have been the one helping take care of him, that made it really difficult, which is something me and Tanika have in common. We both took care of our grandparents. So it makes me feel good to come and just bring him flowers, and I guess kind of like if I'm still doing something for him since I used to take care of him. So here's the flowers. Aww. And I like to blow a little kiss and put it on there because I love him and I miss him every day. It looks very beautiful.
Yes, it does. Very beautiful, Ericka. And if you could tell anybody anything else in coming to the gravesite and what it is for you, what else does it do? Does it bring you some kind of closure while you're going through something, or what does it do for you while...
It does help me with closure. At first, when I was dealing with just my grandfather's, me grieving over him, it was like a safe haven, kind of like I'd come here, I would cope, I would cry for him, I would just let it all out. And now that Eddie's passed, along with Papu, along with others we've lost this year, it still seems to be that place for me. It just feels good to be in my pop's, I guess, presence, or his, where he lay to rest, and just feel that, like, I feel it in my heart. It makes me feel at peace to be here, and I'll think of Eddie, and I'll think of Papu, and I'll think of everyone, and just kind of use here as that spot for my peace.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what this is for me, is finding peace.
Mm. May Pops rest in peace. We miss him very much. It's been 3 years now, and so going on 4, but they're, you know, they are gone, but they're never forgotten. They're always in our hearts. So hey guys, I'm here at the gravesite, and so basically, you know, when I come, I pay my respects, and how I pay that respect is I pretty much, you know, obviously, you know, usually help Ericka put the flowers at the same time, and then I pay my own respects, you know, blow a kiss, say something. One thing that we really do, and if you're spiritual, this is something you can do, is we definitely pray when we're here. We always pray, but we pray, we, you know, just everything that we're feeling, it's kind of like our little special spot. We just let it all out and say what we're feeling, say everything. So that's something we do. So if you're spiritual or if you're religious or anything, pray, you know. And like I said before, if you have any prayer requests, Ericka and I are more than welcome. We'd love to pray for you. It doesn't just have to be about grieving or taking care of someone. It could be about anything. If you have a prayer request, by all means comment down below, and we'll definitely pray for you and we'll respond to you. So we're just gonna take some time here and just, you know, visit Pops and just really take time to ourselves, since we both have really had a very incredibly tough week, and we just need this time. Hey everyone, I'm finally back home. I really enjoyed my time with Ericka. I hope that you guys really benefited from that, you know, what you saw and the things that we do. I hope it helps you to learn maybe a few new ideas, maybe some things to help you cope or to help you feel better, especially if you're going through really hard times. And, you know, it was so nice, so calm, so refreshing, and it was just really amazing to just lay there, and it's peaceful and it's quiet. And like we told you, we know the body's not there, we know the soul went to heaven, but it's kind of more, I guess, in the sense of a comfort place. It's really just comfort, especially for Ericka. So just to be able to go there to just, you know, vent out. We were talking to each other. We do that too while we're there. We were just talking to each other and just really letting it out. So hopefully that helped a lot as well for some of you guys to really see it. And definitely, if you have any comments, questions, anything like that, don't forget to leave it down below. We truly would appreciate it. We definitely want to answer your questions, reply to comments. If you guys have any ideas, please send them to us. We would love to hear them. We are totally open to, you know, we help you, you help us. We're definitely open to that. And if you're new to my channel, I want to say, hey, welcome, thank you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for coming. And if you're just coming back to the channel and watching another video, I truly appreciate you as well. Thanks for coming back. So to everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, and then share the channel, because the main point is to spread the word and basically to help people. And I hope that everyone has a really good night. I truly appreciate you all, and know that everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it. I'm gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it. And so I definitely have everyone in my prayer. You know, I look forward to talking to you guys again, and I definitely want to apologize and say I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get a video up sooner. My goal is to definitely upload videos Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And so I obviously for the past few days haven't had one, so I apologize again for that. And I truly appreciate your patience and your kindness through all of this, and I definitely look forward to speaking to you guys again. So I hope everyone once again has a good night, and I love you all.